What it do, Dream Team? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are to talk about the cost of living in Australia, food and grocery prices. This video was made 2 years ago, so I'm not sure if inflation hit and prices are up. Y'all can hit me up in the comment section and let me know. I know here in the US, prices are definitely up from 2 years ago. It feels like they consistently go up. But I'm intrigued to see what everything costs in Australia. Before we dive in, if you happen to enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe, get a video a thumbs up. And if you have a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon and request it. Or in the description section, there's a link where I take premium as well as free requests. Or you can just drop it right here in the comment section. Either way, make a suggestion. However, Patreon and premium requests will be prioritized.
Oh, hi there. Do you want to know what's the price of this or this or this in Australia? Keep watching to find out.
Let's do it.
Many people keep asking me, what's the price of food in Australia? How much do you spend per week? Is Australia expensive? There are so many questions, but I have an answer for you.
Talk to me. Okay. Thanks, Shout out to Australia. I'm sure some stores in the US got the Apple Pay or the Samsung Pay or the Google Pay but we don't got that in the Walmarts that I've been at. And we don't even got the card tap on the self-service machines. I don't know how I never go through the lines and have a cashier anymore. Self-service, we don't got at my Walmart. We don't got the tap. We don't. And it's like, bro, like at the least we can have a tab. At the very least, come on, we got to get with the times. Okay, keep going. This is Woolworths.
Okay, so here's my answer. First, let's start with where to shop. The major Australian supermarkets are Woolworths or Woolies, Coles, Aldi, and IDA. But Coles and Woolworths are the biggest ones. You will always find a Coles or Woolies in any Australian suburb, at least in the major cities.
So we'll compare that to Walmart's. You're gonna find Walmart everywhere you go, no matter what. Walmart will be around.
Of course, apart from supermarkets, there are other grocery stores where you can go to, such as farmers markets, where you can get more organic food, organic vegetables, and more artisan kind of products. The only thing with these markets is that they're not as accessible as supermarkets. However, once you're here, I highly recommend checking them out because they're a great way to support smaller farmers, and also it's a nice day out with family and friends. So yeah, check them out. Other grocery stores that you can go to are convenience stores such as 7-Elevens. For example, if you run out of milk and a 7-Eleven is your closest store, you can go there and grab that meal. They're mainly good for emergencies or if you want something very quick to eat. But I wouldn't recommend going to 7-Elevens or convenience stores just for your weekly grocery shopping because they're much more expensive than supermarkets.
100% they're much more expensive. Yeah, that's like you said, emergency, or if you're just being lazy. Because that's me. I'm just being like, I don't want to go in a grocery store and deal with all the people walking up and down the aisles and then have to wait depending on what time of the day it is. I don't want to do. Just let me go to the convenience store. All we need is milk. I'll just run to the convenience store, grab some milk. Don't got to deal with a lot of people just in and out, boom, bam, boom. Might pay $1.50 extra, but the convenience. It was worth it for the convenience.
The second question that people always ask me is Australia expensive? And my answer is it depends. Why do I say it depends? Because your opinion on whether food in Australia is expensive depends on the country you're coming from. I know that there are many countries where basic staples and vegetables are very, very cheap. So if you're coming from one of those countries, Australia will probably seem a bit expensive. Bear in mind, however, that salaries here in Australia are really good. So you will be able to afford your groceries. And
I just saw the video. Just did a video. The minimum wage was raised to like $24.15 an hour minimum. The minimum, very least that you're gonna make at work is like $24.15 an hour, somewhere around there. That's incredible.
Cover your basic costs. This leads me to the third question that people are always asking me. How much will I be spending on food per week or per month? Look, according to government data, the average Australian household spends between $100 and $200 on groceries per week. Take this with a pinch of salt though, because at the end of the day, we all have different tastes, different lifestyles, and we all buy different products. Also, bear in mind that the price of products can be a bit different depending on the state or even city you live in. So here is my tip. The best way to know how much money you will be spending on your weekly grocery shopping is to calculate these costs yourself. How? Internet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like 100% it depends on the person. Whether or not, I feel like same here, because I could get groceries a lot cheaper here. Me and my wife, we spend around like $400 a month, sometimes more, maybe $450 a month on groceries. But I mean, we could eat for a lot cheaper. We like what we like. We like what we like. That's all I can say.
You can jump online to one of the supermarket's websites that I just mentioned and build your own shopping cart. How do you do that? Let me show you. So if you want to build your own shopping cart, you type in Woolworths, Supermarket Australia, you click on Woolworths. You're going to search your product, for example, oat milk, and you can add to cart. Alright, so you've added it to the cart. Then if you eat tomatoes, you can search for tomatoes, and here tomatoes will pop up. These ones are 49 cents each. Add to cart. You can choose a quantity, so I want 4. That's good. So view cart, now it's updated, and it doesn't have to be only food. You can put toilet paper, and now you have the price of toilet paper, and you add it to your cart.
Oh, a 20-pack for only $10? That's a deal. I guess I don't know how good that assortment toilet paper is, but a 20-pack for $10 is a good deal. If you had toilet paper, it's a good deal.
Your card is $16. So think about your expenses and the products that you like to consume in your country, and see if you can use the same shopping list that you use when you are at home, and this way you can calculate how much you will need. It's that easy. So as you can see here, you have an amazing tool to know how much money you will be spending, how much are groceries in Australia. You can build your own cart. Yeah, this is an amazing tool, so I highly recommend using it. Also, I check the prices at the physical store to make sure that the prices that are given online are accurate. And here I took a photo of the oat milk at the physical store, and as you can see, it's exactly the same price as the one online. So again, the prices are pretty accurate, so we'll give you a really good idea. And if you think that these prices are a bit too much or too expensive, remember that when you're here, you're going to have a salary, most likely you're going to be working, and you're going to be able to afford all your basic costs and your food, and you're not going to have any issues with that. However, if you're really struggling to afford food for whatever reason when you're here in Australia, I have a tip for you. The Australian government offers food assistance programs where you can access free meals and food all across the country. These are programs especially targeted at international students who might be struggling for whatever reason. For example, during the pandemic. I'll leave you the link below. These food assistance programs are called food banks, and they are very useful, and they have been very, very useful during the pandemic and during these very tough times for everyone. Okay, so this is all for now.
So that's all for today.
I hope these tips help you to get started in your journey to come to Australia. This is a question that many people have been asking me about, and hopefully it's of some use to you. And if you like this video, please subscribe. I have lots of content coming up. And leave a comment below if you would like me to cover any other topics. I've been living here for 7 years and it's been a journey, and hopefully I can help you with that. Ciao.
I feel like that was... Oh, that was it. I feel like that was a really good video. However, I guess I would have loved to see more like a breakdown, I guess, in categories of like, this is how much meat costs, like this is how much milk, eggs, dairy, this is how much dairy costs, this is how much vegetables cost. So like a breakdown like that, just to kind of get more of a understanding of how much, I mean, the average, I guess she did say the average Australian household spends like 100 to 200 a week, she said, in groceries. I mean, which sounds about right to me. That's not that bad, depending on how much people are in your household. But yeah, I'd love for you guys to hit me in the comment section. Let me know like how much a week, not how much a month do you guys spend on groceries? I love to kind of get a comparison and see if y'all are like me, y'all spend more, y'all budget better, and y'all spend less. But how much, like, I think, like she said, it obviously depends on the person and their taste and what they like. It's gonna see if your grocery bill rises or falls. But I'd love to hear it 2 years later. Has inflation affected everything? Is everything more expensive? How are you guys getting along with groceries? Talk to me. That's all we got. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Check out the next one. It's your boy Neal. Out.